Howdy y'all, Country Girl Dust here, and today I'm back with another video. And today's video is a story time, and this story time is called The Time My Hair Was Cut While I Was at a Sleepover. Now before we get started, don't forget to give this video a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button so y'all get notifications of when I upload another video. And as always, I hope y'all enjoy the video, and let's get on with the video. So this story time did happen about when I was like 8 or 9, so a few years ago. But what happened was, it was my cousin's birthday, and because I'm not going to mention her name or nothing, we'll just call her Shay. So it was my cousin Shay's birthday, and she was having a birthday party / sleepover. And my aunt was going to be there. And at the time, my mom trusted my aunt and my cousin. But what happened was, my mom brought me over to my aunt's house, and she dropped me off, and then she left. Because it was a sleepover, I was staying the night, she was coming to pick me up the next morning. So my aunt walked me into her house, and I was shy, because even though it was my cousin and my aunt, I'd never been in their house. Because I was like 8 or 9, and this was my first time being in their house. And I trusted them because, you know, they're blood related. But I was still shy because even though they were blood related, I just never been in their house. So when I'm going into people's house for the first time, even if it's family, even if it's best friends, whatever, I get very shy and awkward and nervous. But anyway, I was very shy. So my aunt walked me into her house, and I was in the living room. And my cousin Shay came out, and she's like, "Destiny, it's nice to have you here. Thanks for coming. Oh, you know, you can follow me. We're all in my room." And I stopped for a moment, and I'm thinking, "We're all?" I'm like, "What do you mean we're all?" Because I didn't know if she was having more guests or if it was just like family and then me. I didn't know because she didn't say nothing. She didn't tell my mom. All she said was she was having a sleepover / birthday party and she wanted me to come. So I followed her to her room, and there's like a bunch of people here, and I'll say there was about maybe 7, 8 people. And then I look around, and it's mostly girls, and I didn't feel too awkward. And then I look at the rest of the people that was there, and there's 3 guys there. Now, I felt very awkward because technically boys and girls aren't supposed to stay in the same room or sleep in the same room, because I believe it's against the law, and it's very awkward, especially if it's family. But so I was feeling very awkward and shy, and I said, "Shay, they're not sleeping with us, right?" And she said, "Oh no, Destiny, they ain't sleeping with us. They're going to sleep with my brother," because she had an older brother at the time. She said, "They're going to sleep with my brother, and it's just going to be us girl in here in my room." I said, "Okay, I'm okay with that. At least I feel more comfortable." Well, we have a great time. We celebrate Shay's birthday, and it gets to like 9:30, 10, maybe 10:30. I think 9:30 or 10. I can't remember the time at the moment, but it was late at night. And being an 8-year-old, 9-year-old, I had a bedtime at my house, which was I was supposed to be in bed and sleeping by 8:30 or 9. So being up like this late made me like really tired. And so they're like having a good time playing truth or dare and all. And I tell my cousin Shay, "Hey, you know, I'm getting really sleepy. I'm going to probably hit the hay. I'm probably going to go to bed." And she's like, "Oh, no. Why don't you stay up with us? We'll have some more fun, and then we'll go to bed later." I said, "Shay, if my mom knew I was up at the moment, she would kill me." And she's like, "Oh, no. She's not going to find out. Come on, just stay up." And I said, "Shay, I'm tired. I'm going to hit the hay." And she's like, "Oh, okay. And then all her friends are like trying to say, "Oh, Dustin, come on, stay up." I said, "I'm hitting the hay. I'm going to bed. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to bed." And at first, Shay's like, "Okay." And at first, I thought everything was going good because she told the guys to get out of the room because I was going to sleep, and I didn't feel awkward having guys in the room while I slept. So she sent them out of the room. And I thought maybe they were all going to bed, or and the boys were going to her brother's room. Well, I fell asleep, and apparently during the night, one of her friends told me in the morning that the guys came back into her room, and during the night they all played a prank on me, and they cut my hair. Now, my hair isn't long because growing up I didn't have long hair. At the moment I did have long hair. I had probably long hair to like my shoulders. But after this day, after I got my hair cut, it just like stopped growing, and it took forever to grow. So I'm sleeping, and apparently the boys came back into the room and they cut my hair. And I wake up in the morning, and the girls are awake, and I'm guessing the guys are awake, but they're not in the room yet. So I go to the bathroom, I brush my teeth, and I'm about to brush my hair when I notice my hair's uneven. So this side of my hair is like normal, it's like the same length, but this side of my hair, the left side, like on my left side of the hair is uneven, it's like shorter than my normal length. And so I scream, and I run back into my cousin's room, and there's the guys in her room. And I'm screaming, "Who cut my hair?" And they're all like staring at me, giggling. And I look at Shay, because she was like laughing and giggling. I said, "Shay, this ain't funny. Who cut my hair?" And I'm just like, I'm about to have a mental breakdown, because I was already being bullied at the school I went to. But having uneven hair and probably had to get a haircut just made it worse. So I was about to have a mental breakdown, because I'm like, oh, just another thing students can make fun of me for. So I'm screaming at Shay and all these people. I'm like, "Who cut my hair?" And they're all like laughing, and I'm about to like have a mental breakdown, start crying. And one of her friends is like, "Oh, well, in the middle of the night they played a prank on you." I said, "Okay, who cut my hair?" And she points to the guys, and they're laughing. And I turn to the guys and Shay. I said, "Who cut my hair?" And Shay's like, "Destiny, calm down. It's just a prank." I said, "It's not a prank. This ain't funny, Shay. Who cut my hair?" And she points to one of her guy friends. And I'm screaming at him. I'm like, why did you cut my hair? Why did you pull a prank on me? This ain't funny. You know, this isn't something that will grow back easily. This is going to take forever to get fixed and grow back normally. And he's like, "Oh, calm down, calm down." And at this moment, I can't hold it back anymore. I had so much anger and frustration in me. I just started crying on like the spot. And I wanted to kill this guy. I don't know why. I just wanted to kill this guy for cutting my hair and making it uneven. And then a few minutes later, my aunt comes in, and I tell her what happened. I'm like, "Oh, Shay said that the guys weren't staying the night in her room. They were going to stay the night in her brother's room. Well, apparently in the middle of the night, the guys came back in her room, and they cut my hair while I was sleeping." And my aunt didn't say nothing, and she's like, "Yeah, the guys were going to sleep in here anyway." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" And she's like, "Yeah, they were going to sleep on the floor. While y'all like sleep in the bed and sleep next to the bed, they were going to sleep like near the door and all. So it wasn't like y'all were close." I said, I'm like crying at this moment. I'm like, I can't believe this. Like, I'm done. And so not long after, my mom pulls up to pick me up, and I bolt out of my aunt's house, and I'm crying while my mom like is there. I'm not as crying as I did before out of frustration, but I was crying at my mom out of frustration and upset and like wanting to kill somebody. So I talked to my mom, and she's like, "What's the matter, Des? What's the matter?" And I said, oh yeah, Shay was having guys stay the night, but she told me they were sleeping with her brother. But in the middle of the night, they came back in the room and they cut my hair while I was sleeping. And I like showed my mom, and it was like this side was like normal, like I said, and this side was like uneven and was like shorter. And my mom talks to my aunt, and she freaks out on my aunt. She's like, how would you allow boys sleep in the same room with girls? And how would you let this happen? Why would you let this happen? You know, you're an irresponsible adult, not even watching kids, letting them cut my daughter's hair. And I'm about to get in the car, and my mom's like, this is unbelievable. Don't expect her to ever come back, because she ain't ever staying or ever coming back again. And we leave. And I had school the next day because it was a Sunday, so I had school the next day because it was a Monday. So my mom took me to a hairdresser, a hair salon, a kid's place. And we walk in, and my mom's talking to the salon, told her what happened, and the hairdresser put me in like a chair and tried to do everything she could. Well, come to find out, she couldn't fix this side. So my mom's like, just do what you can. So she cut like this side, which I hated so much because I liked my long hair. She cut this side to the length and size that this side was. And I looked in like the mirror when she was done, and I looked. I'm not kidding you guys. I looked like Dora the Explorer. And I was like crying, not as much, but I was like, I was about to cry a lot because I was just so mad and frustration, and I just wanted to kill that guy who cut my hair. And my mom's like holding me. She's like, it doesn't look bad. You look beautiful. I'm like, no, Mom, it doesn't. I look awful. I'm probably going to get bullied even more for it. And I'm like, it's just unbelievable. And so my mom calls my aunt once we get out of the hair place. And she's like, I hope you're happy. Destiny had to get her hair cut so she won't get bullied at school for having uneven hair. She hates it. She's crying that she hates it. Just trust me, she ain't ever coming back over your house or ever staying the night ever again. And hangs up. Well, thanks to my cousin and my aunt, I was right. Even though I was bullied in elementary school, because I was bullied 24/7 in elementary school, that was just another thing that the bullies picked on me for. And I wasn't bullied by one or two people. No, I was bullied by the whole school. And y'all, when I say the whole school, I ain't exaggerating. I literally mean the whole school. Because it started with a few people, and then they watched, and then they joined, and then more people watched on the bullying, and then they joined in on the bullying, and eventually it got to the whole school bullying me. And it was awful. I never wanted to go to school. I would always want to stay home. I would make myself sick so I wouldn't have to go to school. And that's very upsetting for a 8-9-year-old. Nobody should have to go through bullying. So when I went back to school with this haircut, everybody would call me, oh, Dora the Explorer, Dora. They would make fun of me, and that's just another thing that I was bullied for. And I had so much frustration for my cousin Shay, my aunt, and the guy, and everyone who laughed at me. It was unbelievable because I was thinking if I didn't go over to that party, I wouldn't have to have this issue, blah, blah, blah. And I had to deal with it a lot. It wasn't a main issue for bullying in elementary, but it was definitely a big issue I was bullied for because I looked like Dora the Explorer. Because I was big at the time, and this hairstyle did make me look like Dora the Explorer. So they would call me Dora instead of Destiny, and that didn't help much. And it was just horrible. But trust me, y'all, I never went back to their house, and I never stayed the night again. When my mom told me I ain't ever going back, she was serious. I ain't ever went back. But that's the whole story, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button so y'all get notifications of when I upload another video. And as always, I hope you all enjoy. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!